Published, 11:40 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 16th of March 2018. Updated, 18:31 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 16th of March 2018. When Native River carried top weight to win the gruelling Welsh National in 2016, Richard Johnson called it the performance of a future Cheltenham Gold Cup winner. The dual champion jockey was proved right on Friday as the 5-1 shot showed the same determination to beat 4-1 favourite Might Bite by 4.5 lengths, with 33-1 shot Annabel Fly third. The victory came 18 years after Johnson won the race on Looks Like Trouble and a year after Native River finished third to Sizing John. It fulfilled a lifetime ambition for 62-year-old trainer Colin Tizard, who had dreamed of winning the race he first witnessed as a 17-year-old young farmer standing on top of the Red Cross box by the winning post. Native River held on to better Might Bite in an incredible two-horse race to win the Gold Cup and surge home for victory. Might Bite, left, was tipped as the bookies' favourite and instantly matched Native River for pace from the outset. Richard Johnson lifts the Gold Cup following his spectacular victory with Native River at Cheltenham on Friday afternoon. Jockey Richard Johnson ran an excellent race and took his first victory of the festival atop Native River. Might Bite's defeat denied trainer Nicky Henderson an historic treble after victories for Bas Verdere in the Champion Hurdle and Altior in the Champion Chase. But at least Native River's triumph allowed the British to leave the festival with some respectability. Despite being thrashed 17-11 in wins by the Irish, they kept the holy trinity of prizes at home. 15 horses lined up for the Gold Cup, the most prestigious race of this four-day festival, but only 9 finished and, in reality, there were only ever 2 in it as 6-year-old Native River made virtually all the running, pressed throughout by Might Bite. Road to Respect briefly threatened to join the leaders before hanging on for fourth, but this was a two-horse war from a long way out. It was a battle all about heart and spirit, and Native River just had too much for Might Bite in the muddiest ground for a Gold Cup since Master Oates won in 1995. Johnson, who was banned for 7 days and fined £6,550 for using his whip above the permitted level, said, "You could not ask for a better partner. I answered every call of his ban." Johnson added, "It is disappointing, but I broke the rules. Hopefully, it will take nothing away from him and his performance." Victorious horse and jockey were mobbed at the finish line following the emphatic display in the top event. Sean Flanagan, L., with On Road to Respect, congratulates Johnson, R., following his Gold Cup win on Friday afternoon. Tizard, who trained Native River for retired farmers Anne and Garth Broom, who raced their horses under the Brigade Racing banner, had to nurse Native River back after he had picked up an injury in last year's Gold Cup. His stable has also struggled at times this season to keep their horses in 100% health, but, after winning his only prep race at Newbury last month, Native River arrived at Cheltenham a fresh horse. After a blank first 3 days, including one stable stalwart Q-Card pulled up in Thursday's Ryanair chase, Tizard, who is assisted at the family stable by former jockey son Joe and daughter Kim, still felt he had his ace to play. Confidence was boosted when stablemate Kill Brickenstorm, ridden by Harry Cobden, won the preceding Albert Bartlett Novices Hurdle. Tizard said, "When I was younger I never dreamed I would have a runner here, let alone a runner and a winner. For me, the Gold Cup is everything in life. It doesn't get better. This is the ultimate accolade for a horse." The biggest disappointment of the race was our Duke, who never jumped with any fluency and was pulled up 4 fences from home. An exhausted Native River was doused with water to cool down following a dominant race in which it led throughout. Definitely Red was in trouble a long way out before plugging on for 6th. Lizzie Kelly was 7th on tee for 2 and Ed Wolfe never landed a blow in 8th. The best of the Willie Mullins quartet was Jack Adam, who added a 5th place to his 2 seconds and a 4th in the race. What would have happened on drier ground can only be guessed at, but Henderson felt the conditions did for Might Bite. He said, "The ground was at its worst after the last fence, but he put his head down and fought all the way." The intensity of the event saw Batcherson fall in the opening stages as the horses ramped up the pace. Batcherson toppled over while rider David Mullins was flung forwards and down onto the track. Despite the chaotic scenes, both horse and jockey David Mullins got up immediately and emerged unscathed.